welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Orlando moving the ball around. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course is taking place.
And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position but couldn't quite get there.
Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, with his size and athleticism, it's not hard for Wagner to get up there.
Pass to Jordan. They set the screen. Comes up empty down low. Now the Magic with it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league. And he said he was someone we watched early on, even though he didn't end up on our team. The way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And it's Giddey missing.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Pass to Suggs. There's the drive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Just a terrific drive by Suggs. When he sees lanes to the rim open up, he attacks with no hesitation.
Now here's Jordan. Simmons. The layup off target. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Wagner outside. Black left side. Barnes a screen. Stolen by Giddey.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Gotta disguise your intentions better than that.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Now here's Suggs. Back to Barnes. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Suggs. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Here's Turner. Chicago with a rebound. It's stolen by Barnes. Suggs outside. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Wagner with a screen. The shot. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 6. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
A different type of player, Josh Giddey, pretty much a 6'8" point guard. Giddey doesn't take a lot of threes, but rather shares the ball.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe it?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
Barnes, it's good.
Well, he's been hot out of the gates, 4 for 5, and he might just be getting started.
And Wagner comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You two players.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Pass to Turner. Back to Wagner. Here's Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Left side Williams. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Here's Black. Still without a bucket. Wagner outside. Takes a 3. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
16.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, the Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, Brian.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Smith. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
Well, with his size and mobility, Smith is a tough cover.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Oh, got that one up quick. Kuminga's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Jordan. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Outside Kuminga. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 8.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
On the wing, Bane. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
The Bulls trail by 4. Here's Jordan. Give him 8 points now.
Ron Harper. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on it.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to Vucevic. Orlando with the rebound.
2 minutes.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Isaac. Good D by Simmons.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime.
Outside Bain. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Inside. Here's Yee. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Ben Simmons. Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
There's a screen. Pass to Isaac. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Strength and speed, Coach. A combination that Jonathan Isaac brings to the table.
Yeah, Brian, that combo makes him a capable rebounder. He'll grab boards whether he's on the move or stationary. And B.A., he is a devastating defender.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Suggs, no good. And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. 4-point game. Here's Jordan. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And a foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Number 9.
11 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Count the basket. Jordan's got 14.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Guys?
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And the Bulls making a change here. Wagner for 3, and another 3 for Orlando.
Tracking the feed, Franz Wagner locked in on that shot.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Team foul.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Smith. It's stolen by Barnes. Out to the wing. A good look from Turner. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And now a 10-point Orlando lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And stolen by Suggs. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in game.
Suggs, no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
To the middle. Tipped. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
They set the pick. 5 on the clock.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break, missing their first 3 shots.
And the Bulls, with 1 playoff game win in the last 8 seasons, the lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Stan.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find a path back to relevance?
To the paint. Here's Simmons. Blocked again!
It's been a struggle for them in this half.
The 3 from Barnes. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to McDaniel. 2 in the cold spell. Out to the right wing. Goes up on the baseline. Jordan misses.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And here's Turner. Orlando moving the ball around. And he lays it up and in. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And it's Giddey missing.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Pass to Wagner. There's a screen. Back to Black. Turner inside.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:06 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Got it.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
DeSumo outside. Picked by Smith to halt the run. DeSumo can't hit. Magic leading by 19. Wagner outside. Turner for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him.
Well, you love the energy from Vucevic there. Exceptional job getting down the floor on the break.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Turner. Takes the 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Turner's got 7 points in the game.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's Jones. No good from 18.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with plenty of breathing room. 20.
The Magic, 49.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters.
71.
Now Jordan. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Jordan inside. Over Bain. Orlando with the rebound.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Harper misses. Bulls trail by 21. Pass to Jordan. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Okoro. And again, no good by Chicago. Orlando leading by 21. Here's Isaac. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Here's Giddey. Here's Simmons. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
A nice shot by E.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Jordan. And he converts the layup.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Isaac outside. Pass to Harper. With the floater. And he lays it in. Harper's got his first 2 points.
So graceful with the teardrop.
Down low. Here's Simmons.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Bulls trail by 21. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Kuminga. Kicks it out to Isaac. Pass to E. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Magic lead by 21. Here's Jordan. And then jammed it down. He goes right over Jonathan Kuminga.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Up top, Isaac. Misses from close range. And it's the Bulls with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Harrison Barnes.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Cleared away by Simmons. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Black outside. Cleared away by Simmons. Now here's Jordan. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in.
I'm chilling with you like Jack. I mag drive a
Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here we go. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. And, of course, Hakeem Olajuwon. Many wonder how they'll do without him. Well, we'll soon find out.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Here's Suggs. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Here's Harper, and easy 2 points on the layup. Harper's got his second basket of the night.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando. It's been a quick start for Miami. 4-point game. There's a screen. There's the drive. Here's Ware. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Getting used to seeing that out of Harper. He's going to pile up the assists over the years.
And Suggs throws it down.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Down low. And stolen by Dunn. Jones looking for an opening. To the middle. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Ware. There's the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Ware's got 7 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Nice looking three ball by Black, showing how effective he can be from that range.
And Harper slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams changing it up here. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They trail by 6. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Here's Jokic Jonas, following the score by Miles Turner, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the foul on Kasparis Jokic Jonas. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Isaac. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop him.
Now here's Williams. Carter outside. Back to Williams. gets in there. Carter with the assist.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Here's Black. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Here's Jokic Jonas. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Second team foul.
Here's Jokic Jonas. For three, Williams sinks the triple. Williams has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard.
Miami, 23. Orlando.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Pass to Ware. And here's Carter. Here he goes. To Ware.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
On the wing, Isaac. Here's Black. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. You need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Pass to Ware. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the three ball. Ware's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. Bane looking around. Can't hit from in close. Heat on offense. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Black up top. Right side, Harper. Isaac, right side. Got a piece of it. Outside, Williams. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The Magic trailed by 12. Barnes outside. And the call will be against Khalil Ware. That's his first foul. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Our Heat leading by 12. Here's Harper. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
1:57 left from the first half of the game. At the elbow, it's Bane. Shot clock at 6. And he jams it with authority.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bane right at the rim.
So, Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammate. Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
Outside Harper. Banchero with the screen. Miami needs to get a shot off. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Harper slams it in.
Well, there's the length of block coming into play. The wingspan making a difference.
Outside Harper. Out to the right wing. Shot from the wing. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trailed by 10. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
16 seconds left now here in the second. Wagner looking it over. Bane good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Bane's got 4 this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Barnes outside. Pass to Harper. Here's Turner. He's defended by Ware.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't allow Turner to get this close to the basket.
Here's Ware. Banchero left side. And finished off by Banchero.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the...
Hold on!
My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship. This kid can do it all.
Pass to Wagner. The tray. It's good from long range. Wagner's got 7.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And Harper slams it in.
Well, you got to credit the quick thinking on that play from Wagner, seeing a chance to grab the steal and swiping it.
Pass to Ware. A 3 ball. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It's Turner, high post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Heat making a switch here. Miami leading by 3. So Stan, in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
At the elbow, it's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
And it's there in the corner. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. 4-point game. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. To the paint. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. The Miami Heat said Coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's Jokic Jonas. Pass to Williams. Here's Jokic Jonas. Back to Williams. Heat moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Inside. And Williams with the stuff.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Black. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Jokic Jonas.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good, Jokic Jonas. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. 43 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Barnes. From deep. Knocks down the three ball. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Williams gets the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A nice shot by Black. Black's got 5 now.
Well, he can play inside with that 6'7" size. Black aggressive down low.
To the inside, Williams. Isaac with some nice D.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense.
Orlando, 46.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Here are the Magic now, trailing by 4. Now Black. Barnes outside. Isaac outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wagner. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Ware. Now Banchero. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Heat lead by 7.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Ware. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. Here's Suggs. And he banks in the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's the screen. Outside, Jones. Done outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. And Harper slams it in.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
And it's Wagner missing. The Heat leading by 5. And Harper slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And how about the confidence from that corner spot? That Carroll is special.
Here's Wagner. Now Turner. Wagner outside. Now Suggs. Dan Carroll vacuums it in. And here is Harper. Now Banchero. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. The Magic trailed by 8. It's Turner. Wagner, right side. Suggs with the ball. Jones covering. Knocks down the 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Oh, what a finish!
I love the way in which Harper's attacking right now, finding the soft spot.
Barnes fires. The 3 is off. Miami leading by 7. They set the pick. Harper with the ball. Oh, the slam dunk.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And there's the call on Jones.
First team.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Barnes, and he does not hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
So the first one drops, and that will push the lead to double digits.
In his 1 year of college, Dylan Harper did a little bit of everything at a high level. It'll be interesting to see how that success translates to the NBA.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Barnes. Jacks up a three. And so Miami takes this one by...